It is a warm, humid evening here at Arrocha Ballpark in Lawrence, Kansas, as we get set for the border showdown between the old rivals, the Missouri Tigers and the Kansas Jayhawks. Hello, welcome to Lawrence. Alongside the Hall of Famer Casey Williams, I'm Lee Fleissig. They don't see each other all that often. They're not in the same conference anymore, but you still get the feeling this is a big, heated rivalry between these two.
Yeah, when you come down the stretch, they're definitely going to win this one. There's a couple things, if you're a Power 4 conference, that you're wanting to see. One is that you're over 500 during the year, which Missouri is 22-22 as we speak. The second is that you're top 50 in that RPI. Kansas right now is at 43 and Missouri is at 45. So this is a huge game today.
Well, this will show you why this game is vitally important for both sides. You talk about the RPI, and Kansas and Missouri are right there together. You know each side would love to sink the postseason hopes of the other tonight.
Absolutely. When you come down later in the stretch, you want to make sure you're in that top 50. Like I said earlier, a lot of those Big 12 teams are, and the SEC as well. No matter what happens tonight, this will affect each team's RPI.
Okay, what's going on with the Missouri Tigers in the SEC? They lost 2 out of 3 to Georgia coming into this game tonight.
Yeah, they did take one from Georgia this weekend. They have the best fielding percentage in the nation right now. It's just bringing things together. They have to be able to do 2 of the 3 facets, whether that's pitching and hitting, defense and hitting, and they've struggled to find that, to put it all together.
Kansas has won each conference series this year. The Jayhawks, what's the key to victory for them?
Kansas knows that their offense is going to be able to drive them to win ball games. That's kind of how it's been all year. They're going to have to put up runs and produce at the plate. We'll see if they can do it this evening.
All right, it's the border showdown. The Missouri Tigers and the Kansas Jayhawks. First pitch coming your way next from Arrocha Ballpark here in Lawrence on ESPN+. .84 degrees at first pitch. Storms bouncing all around the area, but we are clear in Lawrence for now. The wind blowing from the west, from left field to right field. Glad you're with us from Lawrence, Kansas, says Blakely Barber. Starts out with the ball. Eddie waits. Strike call by our home plate umpire, Chelsea Clark. At a nearby Lee's Summit, Missouri. Tigers with a load of Missouri players on their roster. Strike 2 from Barber. Kansas has one of the best freshmen in the country in Ella Boyer, Missouri, with 3 sensational freshmen in their lineup. Up high, 2-2. One freshman to another. Bouncer to Haley Kripe over to first, and there's one down. Larissa Anderson leads the Missouri Tigers in her 8th season. She is 5-3 all-time against Kansas. Missouri with the 20th toughest schedule in the country this year, playing 17 ranked matchups. You talked about the Tigers and their 500 record, and every win for them is vitally important going down the stretch.
Yeah, as they come down the stretch, definitely want to be within 500 and top 50 in that RPI, and this is a very crucial game for the remainder of their season.
Stefania Abrascato with a shot down the first base line, just off the glove of Anna Souls, but foul. In her last 28 games since late February, she's hitting .388, .469 on base percentage, and driven in 26 runs. The catcher has been red hot. 0-2 pitch. Up high. A swing and a miss from Barber. And she has her first strikeout. Good look at Blakely Barber, who's pitched well for Kansas this year. What will she throw tonight?
Blakely Barber is going to use a down ball, to produce ground out. She can also go up in the zone like you just saw and frequent that off speed as well.
Down low to Abby Carr. Two and 0. Good pitch from Barber, 2-1. Misses that inside corner, 3-1. Fouled back by Carr. Carr, one of those 9 Missouri players on this Tiger roster. Last year's Gatorade Missouri Softball Player of the Year. 23-0 as a pitcher, 304 strikeouts. 2-time Pitcher of the Year in the state, 3-time All-State selection. And she draws a walk.
The first baseman, number 36, Abby Hay.
So that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, Abby Hay. Looks at the ball, 1-0. Hit hard to right field. That's going to find the wall. Carr heads to third, and the Tigers have runners at the corners with 2 down.
Abby Hay does a really nice job of letting this pitch get deep in the zone. It's elevated. She drives it opposite field. And the Tigers have 2 on with 2 outs.
So the Jayhawks with a quick conference here is Sydney Forrester gets set to step in. Another of those decorated freshmen. 3-time District Player of the Year down in Oklahoma. All-State. 545. 46 home runs. Two down. Swing and a miss. Barber just misses outside, 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Fouled back, 2-2. Great color scheme today, the Jayhawks in their traditional crimson and blue. The Missouri Tigers in their black and gold.
I think anytime you come into a rivalry like this, you're going to show your best, most recent colors, the bold red and blue for Kansas and the original black and gold for Missouri.
Full count now to Forrester with 2 down and 2 on. Into center field, Presley Limbaugh will play it on a hop. A run scores, and the Tigers are going to have runners at second and third. Forrester delivers with an RBI.
Forrester gets a pitch on the outside part of the plate, and chatting with head coach Larissa Anderson this week, she said, I don't think we're as aggressive as we need to be on pitches in the zone, and they have made some adjustments here early in this ball game to get on the board.
Forrester, just a freshman, but some players just have a knack for driving in runs, don't they? That ball fouled back by Madison Updegrove, Missouri shortstop. When you bring home 159 in high school, you've done it before, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
0-2 now to Updegrove. A little dribbler to first, that's going to be trouble. Souls flips to Campbell Bagshaw, who's covering. Well played by Anna Souls. But the Missouri Tigers score first. Sydney Forrester with the RBI. Tigers lead at 1-0.
This is Coach Bill Self. In the past, we've talked about the overdose crisis. The good news is that drug overdose deaths are decreasing thanks to Kansans seeking treatment and the availability of Narcan. However, the danger is still real. Kansas are still dying from drugs laced with fentanyl. Please educate your loved ones to steer clear of street drugs, never buy pills online without a prescription, and always use a reputable pharmacy. Just one pill can kill.
Academic excellence at the University of Kansas reaches far beyond our campuses to make a difference in your life. As a professor of one of the top programs for educating teachers and school leaders, I'm proud of my students. When they leave KU, they use their rigorous training to ignite curiosity and lead their students to new heights. At KU, we prepare talented teachers who nurture the next generation and lift their communities.
Research at the University of Kansas improves lives worldwide. As a leading geology research organization, we do more than just study rocks. My team's world-class data helps farmers operate more efficiently so that they can save money and water. We take to the skies to reveal underground natural resources, and we test well water to ensure that communities can rest easy with each drink. Every day, KU breakthroughs create a stronger, safer world for you.
The Missouri Tigers with a quick 1-0 lead over their rivals from Kansas. So we get set for the bottom of the first here at Arrocha Ballpark in Lawrence. Jayhawks led by their fine head coach Jennifer McFalls in her 8th season. Her best season at Kansas thus far, 29 wins, the most for her as a head coach here at Kansas, and still plenty of softball to play. The Jayhawks climbing into the top 25 in the national rankings. And Ella Boyer has been one of the big reasons why. 17 home runs for the freshman this year. She'll hit second behind Presley Limbaugh, who will lead things off for Kansas. Limbaugh looks at a strike. Tigers want to make sure they're on the same page here, I think. And he waits in tight at third base with an 0-1 count. Limbaugh slaps it foul and out of play. Marissa McCann in the circle for the Tigers. What will we see from the junior tonight?
She has the most innings out of any Missouri Tiger pitcher in their staff. She has a great drop ball. Typically can get anywhere from 10 to 12 inches on that movement. She also can go up in the zone and frequent the off speed.
Limbaugh slaps it to first. Hay with a tight play at first base, but makes a good one. One down.
The designated player, number 75, Ella Boyer.
This gets there ahead of the speedy Limbaugh. So it'll be Ella Boyer, the designated player tonight. She'll also do some catching duties for Kansas. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from McCann. Foul ball. They're still doing a good job handling it. Those little shots to first, you know, off the end of the bat, they just, it always has a weird spin on it, and it's always digging, seems, into the dirt, and it's just.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something you want to secure with two hands for sure, just to make sure as that ball's spinning almost in a circle that it gets in there.
Oh, 2 to Ella Boyer. Up high, 1 and 2. Fouled on the left field line. Nice night here in Lawrence. We get reports of storm activity about 45 minutes away in Overland Park, where they're reporting softball-sized hail, which is just a short drive here from Lawrence, but it looks like it's missed the area. We've got a nice night.
Absolutely beautiful weather.
2-2 pitch to the freshman. Full count now. Runner stays alive. Boyer with
this pitch sequence in this at-bat has been very interesting. Everything that has been a hittable pitch for Ella Boyer has been an off-speed thus far. She's done a nice job to adjusting to it up into this point to at least be able to foul it off.
swing and a miss. Can gets a strikeout, second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 5, Cadence Stafford.
Can shows the off-speed frequently, and as you can see there, she goes up in the zone and elevates for the strikeout against Boyer.
Here's Cadence Stafford, Kansas third baseman. Swings through that one, 0-1. Strike called, 0-2. One and two now to Stafford. We were talking bats before the game, and you've been through the process as a player and then as a director of ops. 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. The umpires check the bats before the game, but there's actually a check even before the umpires see it, right?
Yeah, so every single bat is going to go through a bat testing system that allows you to see the pressure on the bat. That's the first initial check to see if the bat is so-called hot or not.
Into center field. Linger drifts back, makes the catch, and the Jayhawks are retired. 3 up, 3 down for Kansas. The Missouri Tigers with a 1-0 lead here in Lawrence.
Jayhawk fans.
Missouri with that 1-0 lead over Kansas. Claire Cahalan will lead things off for the Tigers. Placing Blakely Barber. Lays down a bunt. It's a good one. Amezcua on it quickly, but Cahalan beat it out, but I think they're going to call it foul, or at least talk about it. Did that ball not rebound and in essence get her twice? Let's see.
Yeah, my initial thought is that the ball hits the ground, it bounces back
Yes, it
up,
did. Oh,
and
great
hits the
catch.
bat.
Our Rock Chalk video crew all over that one. Good call. Umpires getting together to get it right.
Now the batter was still in the box, so it will be a foul ball. If she was out of the box, it would be an out, but she was still in the box.
So an 0-1 count. 1-1. Shows bunt. Strike called, 1-2. Chopper. Haley Kripe up with it quickly, but no chance. Kaylin with good speed. Beats it out and gets an infield hit.
This is perfect ball placement. As you can see, she uses that ground to get that high hop on the slap, uses her speed to be able to get on base.
One aboard for Sophie Smith. Tiger second baseman. Scored around but pulled back, 1-0. Gets the bunt down. Souls to Bagshaw. Runner advances.
The center fielder, number 99, Kaylee Langer.
Kaylee Langer, the center fielder, number 9 hitter. Now with a runner in scoring position. Nearby Liberty. Haley Kripe does a good job to pick that ball off. As Amezqua's throw went to third. Kripe was moving and made a nice catch.
Doesn't look like Haley Kripe was quite to the bag yet, and she kind of leads her a little bit. Nice job.
That gets Langer. So it'll be 2-1 with 1 down.
The third baseman, Addie Waits.
So it's the top of the order now for the Tigers, and the Jayhawks want to have a talk.
Kind of in weeks past, Missouri has struggled being able to get ahead in counts. You know, in chatting with head coach Larissa Anderson, she says, we feel like we've been getting behind, and they've been really, really aggressive tonight on pitches in the zone and taking advantage of just playing fundamental softball, the sack bunt that we saw, taking the extra bases where they can, and thus far it showed early in the game.
All right, the Jayhawks have talked it over. And Barber set to face Addie Waits. Fouled back. Good swing and a strike, and that must be a good sign for the Tigers, right?
Absolutely. Addie Waits is typically pretty patient. She's just shy of 30 walks on the year, but she takes advantage of a pitch in the zone there and fouls it off.
0-1. Down low, 1-1. Tried to hold back and did. 2-1. Ball just outside of Mezcua. On it quickly, 3-1 now. Strike called, full count now. Bases are full of Tigers. And Abbruscato steps in.
You couldn't want anyone better up to the plate than Abbruscato in this position.
One down, bases loaded. Strike one.
You see the defense is in, knowing they're going to try to make that play at home plate. The middles are playing within the baseline.
Into left center field, Limbaugh races over, makes the catch. Runner will tag. Cahalan comes across to score. The Tigers have their second run with 2 down.
Yeah, Abbruscato squares this one up. She hits it deep into center field. Presley Limbaugh does a nice job of tracking it down, but ultimately the sac fly brings one in for the Tigers.
Abby Carr looks at strike one. Carr drew a walk and scored the Tigers' first run of the game. First inning. Into short right. Linda into foul territory, makes the catch. The Tigers leave 2 aboard, but they score a run. It's 2-0 Missouri. Here's the end of the bottom of the second here in Lawrence.
First and foremost, people know me as a basketball player, but it's definitely a lot deeper than that. Through the community, I hope that kids can look to me as somebody they can lean on. I can be a support system to my partners, to Ameritrust. I hope that I'm somebody that they can rely on to be a good ambassador for their brand. And I hope that this partnership really helps a lot of younger kids make wise financial decisions. Ameritrust Credit Union, now serving Colorado.
Rally House, shop every team in town. College and pro, come on, it's time to go.
The season starts at Rally House. From jerseys and hats to tumblers for game day, it's where outrageous selection meets every fan's style.
Rock Chalk chants, the pride runs deep, flags wave high, wave the wheat.
Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's a Rally House.
Level up your fandom in-store or online at rallyhouse.com.
Goes Calvis, throw it, bring in a run, we got a double.
Big conference. Jayhawks with UConn.
Out of third, great defensive. Shockey into second.
Making 12 up.
Base runner.
It's 2-0 Missouri in this border battle between the Tigers and Jayhawks. Anna Souls will lead things off for Kansas here in the bottom of the second. Grounded to first. Hay is on it. There's one away.
The shortstop, number 41, Haley Cripe.
Here's the shortstop, Haley Cripe. Looks at a strike from Marissa McCann. Strike two. Cripe won't chase. 1-2. Just a gentle breeze blowing out kind of left center field right now. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for McCann.
McCann has done a really nice job up until this point of using that off speed. As you can see, that's a great pitch location right below the knees on that off speed, and she's really made that pitch effective throughout this game thus far.
There's Campbell Bagshaw, the Kansas second baseman. Ball one outside. Bagshaw with a solid base hit to center field.
McCann's going to show that off speed again. Campbell Bagshaw does a nice job. You wonder if she's sitting on that specific pitch. She's seen it multiple times, and at bat, she lets it get deep in the zone and drives it right back up the middle for the Jayhawks.
Here's Ava Wallace getting the start in left field tonight. Down low, 1-0.
This Missouri defense is playing way back in the infield. Abby Hay at first base is almost all the way back to the grass.
Right back to the pitcher. McCann will toss it over to first. And the Jayhawks leave one aboard. We've played 2 here in Lawrence. Tigers lead it 2-0. KU baseball team taking in this one between Missouri and Kansas. Baseball Jayhawks with a big win over Wichita State, the top team in the Big 12 right now. The Jayhawks playing well over at Hoagland, and Kansas Jayhawks here at Arocha having a great season as well. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, when both your spring sports, softball and baseball, are having great years, it's hard not to get out to the ballpark.
Top of the third now, Abby Hay facing Lizzie Ludwig, who has taken over in the circle for Kansas. And Hay takes it into center field, her second base hit. Good look at Lizzie Ludwig. She has been good for Kansas in relief this year.
Yeah, she's going to try to work ahead in zones, use that drop ball primarily to get ground outs. The thing for Lizzie is that she is going to work, make her defense work behind her to be able to get production on the mound.
Sydney Forrester will step in. High into left center field. Limbaugh calling for it. At the warning track, makes the catch. To your point, though, about Missouri with being aggressive in the strike zone, they've not gotten cheated so far with their hacks.
Yeah, they're really taking advantage of pitches in the zone. They're swinging early in counts, which alleviates kind of that guessing mechanism that maybe they've struggled with earlier in the season in an SEC play, kind of taking that out of it when they swing early in counts.
Runner goes, that ball goes into the dirt. Hay into second base. So a runner in scoring position for Madison Updegrove. One down. Didn't want to. Slow roller to Bagshot, second. Flips over to first. Hay heads over to third, but there are two down. May see a pinch hitter here. Looks like Sanaya Hill.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Missouri, number 31, Sanaya Hill.
Runner at third, two down. Outside to Hill. 1-0. Into the dirt foul. 1-1. Into center field, Limbaugh has it played. And the Tigers leave one on. We're going to the bottom of the third. Mizzou with a 2-0 lead over Kansas. 2-0 Missouri. Sanaya Hill, who was used as a pinch hitter in the top of the inning, will stay in the game and play left field now. Checking the defensive positioning against Bailey Amezcua, the Kansas catcher. Looks at a strike from Marissa McCann. On the ground to second. Sophie Smith over to first. And one away.
The right fielder, number 39, Ainsley Linduff.
Number 9 hitter for Kansas, Ainsley Linduff. Looks low, ball 1. Into short left, that's going to be trouble. And drops in front of Hill. Linduff on her way into second base with a double.
The defense for the Missouri Tigers was shifted farther to that right field area, and as you can see, Ainsley Linduff gets on the very outside portion of that, and because of that, Sanaya Hill has to travel a really long way. Linduff records a double.
1 on, 1 out for the top of the Kansas order, and Presley Limbaugh. Right back to the pitcher. I think McCann thought about the lead runner there, but gets the out at first base and holds the runner. 2 down.
McCann thought Ainsley Linduff might have been farther off than she was. Ultimately, she makes the plate up first. Great play as a pitcher.
It's a tough play for both fielder and runner, isn't it?
Yeah, as a runner, your instinct wants to go right away because there's contact made. Nice job by Ainsley Linduff. Staying closer to the bag there, and with McCann looking her back, making her freeze and going to first base.
Here's Ella Boyer, 2 down, runner at second. Boyer fouls it away. Boyer struck out in the first inning. Into short right. Carr battling in the sun, makes a nice play. And the Jayhawks leave 1 aboard. We've played 3 in Lawrence. The Missouri Tigers with a 2-0 lead over the Kansas Jayhawks.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days. And a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks. Get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on the 2026 Tundra with $1,000 TFS APR cash. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Together, we're elevating our potential, our pride, our traditions, and our dreams. Together, we're opening up a whole new world of possibilities. Elevate your University of Kansas experience with Jayhawk checking from Central Bank. Central Bank and KU, elevating together.
Research at the University of Kansas improves lives worldwide. As a leading geology research organization, we do more than just study rocks. My team's world-class data helps farmers operate more efficiently so that they can save money and water. We take to the skies to reveal underground natural resources, and we test well water to ensure that communities can rest easy with each drink. Every day, KU breakthroughs create a stronger, safer world for you.
Sophie Smith will lead things off for Missouri here in the top of the 4th inning. Her Tigers with a 2-0 lead over the Jayhawks. Looks at a pitch outside from Lizzie Ludwig, who's on in relief for Kansas. Quickly, Barber made the start. Smith shows bunt, but pulls back 2-0. Inside 2-0. There's a strike, 3-1. Three and two. On the ground, Stafford will take it. Across the diamond. One down.
The center fielder, Kaylee Langer.
Lizzie Ludwig fights back into this count. She comes inside on the hands of Sophie Smith to be able to jam her a little bit. And Caden Stafford, a really nice job of coming across the diamond, cutting that off and making the play.
Number 9 hitter now, Kaylee Langer. Waits on it, but fouls it back. One of the senior leaders on this team. Great defensive player. Only one error all of last year. Good pitch from Ludwig, 0-2.
This Missouri Tigers defense, like you were just mentioning in Langer, they have a .987 fielding percentage on the year thus far. It's pretty remarkable. That leads the nation defensively.
Outside 1-2. Just 15 errors total for these Tigers the entire season. 1-2 pitch. Ludwig just misses, 2-2.
Not to mention, you know, the conference they play in the SEC. I have no doubts. They have a lot of action.
There's some balls in play, is what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. That is a very tough conference to play in. I'm sure they have seen plenty of action on the defensive side.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Ludwig to get the strikeout.
The third baseman, Addie Wiggs.
Both pitching staffs have gone to that off speed. Ironically now, Lizzie Ludwig, as you can see there, finds the off speed late in the count to be able to get the strikeout.
So stop the order now for the Tigers. Addie Waits has already been on base once this game. Looks at ball one. Walk in the second inning, ground out in the first. Mizzou's leadoff hitter. 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. Talk about these great freshmen from Missouri. Waits was all conference 3 times at Lee Summit West High School. About 50 minutes away from here. Strike 2, 2-2.
You wonder if a lot of these kids on both of the teams have interactions, whether they're through summer ball or they're through high schools that faced each other. Bailey Amezcua from Lee Summit as well, right behind the plate.
Hit hard down the right field line, but hooking foul. Waits has school records at Lee Summit West. 180 hits, 42 doubles, 70 walks. Scored 157 runs. Third base and shortstop there. On a state championship team at Lee Summit West. She takes that into left field. Says to Amezcua, I got one for you.
Lizzie Ludwig finds the off speed. She elevates it. It's a little farther up in the zone than what you would like it to be. And Addie Waits takes advantage of it. Does a nice job of staying in those legs and driving that pitch opposite field.
Abriscato now, who drove in a run in the second inning, has a runner on with 2 down. Stafford up with it, over to first. And the Tigers are retired. They leave one on. They hold on to a 2-0 lead over the Kansas Jayhawks here in Lawrence. Good crowd on hand at Arocha Ballpark. Young softball fans taking in this border showdown between Missouri and Kansas. Jayhawks have 3, 4, and 5 coming up here in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing 2-0. Outside from Marissa McCann, we were talking between innings about McCann's approach and what she's doing to kind of keep Kansas off balance here.
Yeah, in a sense, they're pitching kind of backwards. She's showing that off speed as her primary pitch right now in counts, and then she's going to that hard stuff late, whether that's the rise or the drop ball. And until Kansas either one lets that pitch go or they are able to sit on that pitch and drive that pitch, she'll probably continue to do that throughout the game.
Just 2 Kansas hits thus far. Strike called, 2-1. McCann led Mizzou in strikeouts last year with 113 in 148 innings pitched. She has 2 tonight. 3-1 the count on Cadence Stafford, who flew out to center field in the first inning. Into short right. Long run for Abby Carr, who makes the grab. Oh, so, excuse me, that's Forster. Sun is kind of tough there in right field right now.
Yeah, until it clears the building behind us, it is a little bit tricky at Arocha Ballpark.
Anna Soul steps in, looks at a strike. You can see the sun starting to come in at 6 o'clock. Really tough on that first baseman and right fielder. One pitch to Anna Souls, grounded out to first, her first time up. Outside 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. Slow roller to second. Sophie Smith up with it. Quick throw is in time. Good play.
The shortstop, Haley Wright.
It's a really nice play by Sophie Smith. She knows she doesn't have enough time. She's able to get that arm in that arm slot to continue running through the play, and Abby Hay finishes it off there with a nice stretch at first base.
Here's Haley Kripe with 2 down. Waits with a great grab and a good throw to first. The Jayhawks are retired here in the 4th. Hang a star on Waits. The Tigers still with a 2-0 lead over the Jayhawks here in Lawrence.
The University of Kansas Health System is the official health care provider.
No further than Kate's Heating and Cooling. I was told that my 15-year-old furnace had a cracked heat exchanger by a local HVAC company. I wasn't convinced and wanted a second opinion, so I called Kate's, and I'm so glad I did. Their team conducted a thorough and professional free inspection with a combustion analyzer, and in 15 minutes, Kate saved me $14,000.
10-year manufacturer's warranty? Not here. With Kate's, you're covered for life. Kate's, where service makes the difference.
Rally House, shop every team in town. College and pro, come on, it's time to go.
The season starts at Rally House. From jerseys and hats to tumblers for game day, it's where outrageous selection meets every fan's style.
Rock Chalk chants, the pride runs deep. Flags wave high, wave the wheat.
Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's a Rally House.
Level up your fandom in-store or online at rallyhouse.com.
Goes Calvis, throw it, way out. Bring in a run, we got a double.
Big conference. Jayhawks, you call
it. Third, great defensive. Shockey in the second.
Making 12 up.
Base runner.
Chloe Barber takes over for the Jayhawks in the circle. She'll see 3, 4, and 5 for the Missouri Tigers. Up high to Abby Carr. What will we see from Chloe Barber?
Chloe Barber is going to rely on those swings and misses. She's going to throw a bit faster than what you just saw in Lizzie Ludwig. She can throw an off speed as well.
Two 2-0. Good pitch from Barber, 2-1. 3-1. Carr draws a walk to lead off the 5th. Missouri has had its leadoff batter on now 3 of the first 5 innings. I think we're going to see a pinch runner at first. Looks like Addie Kohler.
Your attention, please. Pinch runner at first base for Missouri, number 16, Addie Kohler. Now batting, the first baseman, Abby Hay.
One on for Abby Hay, who's been swinging it good tonight. 2 base hits. Looks to a strike from Chloe Barber. Hay with a single in the first, single in the third. Good cut there. She's down on the count 0-2. Rockbridge High School in Columbia. Barber wanted the strikeout there, 1-2.
I think if you're Chloe Barber, for a positive, that's a great pitch location on an 0-2 pitch. That's right where you want to be, below the knees with that off speed.
Swing and a miss. Barber gets a strikeout.
And a huge strikeout by Chloe Barber. As you can see, she's working the curveball right there. Immaculate spin. That pitch starts on the middle of the plate, ends on the outside part for the strikeout.
Here's Sydney Forrester. Fouls it back. Forrester with an RBI single in the first. Tigers with 1 in the top of the first, 1 in the second. They lead 2-0. High in the air to right. Linduff tracks it and makes a catch. 2 down.
The shortstop, Madison Updegrove.
Madison Updegrove, the Missouri shortstop. Pair of groundouts tonight. Fouls that one back. One on one. One and two. Barber gets a big strikeout. And the Tigers leave 1 aboard. Missouri with a 2-0 lead over the Jayhawks here in Lawrence. the fifth. Just a reminder, ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. Campbell Bagshaw with a swing and a miss. Bagshaw with one of the 2 Kansas hits tonight. Fouls it back, and she's down on the count 0-2. Marissa McCann, the Jayhawks still looking for an answer for McCann.
Yeah, and as you can see, McCann has now tried to go to her hard stuff early. She's done a nice job of keeping this Kansas offense guessing a little bit throughout the game.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Marissa McCann.
You're going to see her go to this rise ball. That's a pitch Campbell Bagshaw just swung at, so why not go right back to it? She does it there for the 3rd strikeout of the game.
So it's Ava Wallace for Kansas. Grounded back to McCann to end the 2nd inning. Strike 1. Strike 2. It's really interesting when you see a pitcher really, I don't know how to describe it other than when they're in rhythm, and it just seems like everything is working for them, and they're dealing kind of what they want to do, and just keeping hitters off balance. It's really a wonderful performance by McCann. Fouled away.
Yeah, McCann's command could not be better right now. She has every pitch on point. She's been able to spot those pitches, whether that's that off speed that you're going to want to locate below the knees, or when she elevates. She hasn't had to use her drop ball a ton, which is typically one of her best pitches in her repertoire. You wonder if you'll see it more as you go down through this game.
This is their 1-2. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. We've seen some home run power from Ava Wallace. One-two pitch with one down. That'll go down as a strikeout for McCann.
The catcher, Bailey Amezcua.
See, she goes back to the off speed there. That's a really good pitch location right on the inside part of that plate. Abriscato struggles to keep in contact with it, but as you can see, very aware, picks it up right away because of that drop 3rd strike rule and immediately tags Ava Wallace.
Bailey Amezcua fouls one back, the Kansas catcher. Ground out to start the 3rd inning. Down low, 1-1. Just 2 Kansas base runners thus far. Bagshaw with a single in the 2nd. Linduff with a double in the 3rd. 1-2.
Yeah, and very unlike this Kansas offense. You normally see from this Kansas offense very aggressive early in counts, hitting something hard. And I think McCann has them guessing just a little bit on what they should swing at. Their plan is not necessarily the way they want it to be.
Popped up. Sophie Smith calling for it. And makes the play. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Jayhawks in the 5th. Missouri with a 2-0 lead over their rivals here in Lawrence. We're going to the top of the 6th here in Lawrence in the border showdown between Missouri and Kansas. Sanaya Hill will lead things off. She entered the game as a pinch hitter in the 3rd inning. Flew out to center field. It's taken over in left. Facing Chloe Barber, who starts off with the ball. Strike 1. Jayhawks trying to get their 30th win of the year. Missouri would love to get over the 500 mark. Go 23-22. A lot on the line for both teams. Another good pitch from Barber. 1-2. Inside. Hill able to get out of the way. 2-2. Full count. Hill draws the walk. The Jayhawks thought they had the strikeout a couple of different times.
It's a really nice job by Mezcua to kind of bring that back in. Really good pitch by Chloe Barber.
So Hill at first base. And here's Sophie Smith. Laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt in the 2nd inning. She squares again this time and fouls it back. Draws it back 1-1. Mezcua wants a quick word with her defense.
Yeah, and that's a really nice job by Mezcua there. As you can see, Chloe Barber's going to go to that rise ball to try to get the bunt to pop up. Unfortunately, he was up out of the zone, and Mezcua does everything she can to be able to save that so it's not a pass ball.
1-1 pitch. Down low, snap throw to first. Hill is back. Bagshaw moving behind the runner. Smith swinging away there, 2-2. Works inside again, full count. Missouri with 2 runs on just 5 hits. 3-2 pitch, nobody down. Pop back and on a play.
Missouri has been very efficient in their offense. Like you said, 2 runs on 5 hits. They've done a nice job of being able to score runners when they're in when they're in scoring position, and getting those sacrifice bunts down to be able to execute what they need to.
Three-2 is fouled back. Smith hanging tough. A real battle here with Chloe Barber. The longer the battle goes, did you ever feel like the pitcher or you as a hitter? I guess probably you as a hitter, you always thought you had the advantage, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, I think as you see more pitches and you be able to see what they're going to throw, I think the hitter definitely would have the advantage. But I also was a hitter, so that's my own perspective, right?
3-2 again is fouled back. Good pitch from Barber. Gets the strikeout.
It's a huge strikeout for Chloe Barber. You see she throws hard, and then she pulls the string on the changeup to be able to get the strikeout.
12 pitch at bat for Sophie Smith. Barber wins it with her 3rd strikeout. Kaylee Lenger now with 1 down and 1 on. She tries to lay down a bunt, but it's foul. Lenger was left on base in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th. Gets the bunt down this time. Barber to first. Bagshaw makes the play. They're 2 away. Runner advances.
The 3rd baseman, Addie Waits.
Good job by Chloe Barber being able to get off the mound there, and Campbell Bagshaw coming over from 2nd base to make the play.
So it's top of the order now for Missouri. 2 down. Runner in scoring position for Addie Waits. Made a sensational play at 3rd base. Looks at strike 1. One and 1. Barber misses high, 2 and 1. Another good pitch from Barber, 2 and 2. Foul back. Nia Hill drew a walk, moved over to second on the sacrifice bunt. Should be ready to go with 2 down. 2-2 pitch. Full count. Fouled away. Swing and a miss. Barber gets her 4th strikeout, and the Tigers leave 1 aboard. It's 2-0 Missouri. So we head to the bottom of the 6th here on ESPN Plus. Jennifer McFalls looking for some offense for her Jayhawks here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Ainsley Linduff to lead things off, and then the top of the order with Limbaugh and Boyer. Marissa McCann has pitched well for Missouri, allowing just 2 hits. Ball down low to Linduff, who doubled in the 3rd inning. Four strikeouts, no walks for McCann. 1-1. Fouled away. That's the 60th pitch of the night for McCann, and we're into the 6th here.
She's been very effective throughout these innings, being able to get ahead in counts again here, 1 and 2.
Linda fouls it away. Up the middle. Second base hit for Ainsley Linduff.
In this moment in time for the Jayhawks, that's exactly what you need from Ainsley Linduff to be able to turn this lineup over to the top for Kansas, and she puts the ball in play right up the middle. I believe we might see a pinch runner.
Bailey Weber will take over at first. Sophomore from Blue Valley Southwest High School. And it's 1 on for the top of the order in Presley Limbaugh. Unbaugh slaps it foul. Claire Cahalan gathering it out there in left. She's re-entered the game. Unbaugh looks at a ball. Unbaugh with a base hit. Weber's going to head to third base. And the Jayhawks will have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Really good piece of hitting by Presley Limbaugh to keep things going from the Jayhawks. That pitch is down and inside. She's able to get her barrel angle onto that pitch, and Bailey Weber with the speed, no hesitation to be able to reach third.
Here's Ella Boyer now for Kansas. Oh for 2 on the night. Big spot here. Down low from McCann. Now the Tigers want to chat with their pitcher. What are you looking for if you're Ella Boyer right now?
Yeah, as you can see, they show her off speed early down in the zone. Looks like we are going to see a pitching change here potentially, but if you're Ella Boyer, you just got to be able to get a pitch that's inside your zone. Inherently, you have to keep in the back of your mind that they are going to potentially try to give you pitches that are out of the zone, so she needs to remain patient and true to herself and get the pitch she wants.
All right, the Tigers going to make a pitching change. Let's take a break. We'll come back and reset. The Jayhawks threatening here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 2-0. Abby Carr takes over for the Tigers. The SEC Freshman of the Week just 2 weeks ago. A 1.75 ERA last weekend against Georgia. Had a save, 2 RBIs at the plate, 6 strikeouts and 3 innings of work. What will we see from Abby Carr?
Yeah, a pitcher who can do it all. She's going to frequent that off speed, so Kansas is going to see more of that slow stuff. She can really throw it at any count, and then she'll sneak a curveball in that might seem quicker than what they're expecting.
Okay, Jayhawks with runners at the corners. A 1-0 count now to Ella Boyer. Plenty of speed at third there with Bailey Weber for the Jayhawks. Carr delivers. Boyer was way out ahead of that, but held back. Strike called, 1-1. Another good pitch, 1-2. Two and two. Boyer with a hot shot. Waits with another great play at third. Her second of the night. You can't get it by her.
Two phenomenal plays that we have seen by Addie Waits, the freshman at third base. This ball is on her before she can really even do anything. And as you can see, she handles it with no issues. What a defensive show we've seen from her this evening.
So Jayhawks will have runners at second and third now with one down for Cadence Stafford. Another good pitch from Carr, 0-1. Pair of flyouts in the first and fourth. Two in scoring position here with one down. Carr ahead in the count, 0-2. Big strikeout for Carr, now two down.
Abby Carr wastes no time showing that off speed. The thing about her off speed that's so effective, she does not slow her arm around when she comes around in her motion. She's thrown it 6 out of the 7 pitches that she's been on the mound thus far, and the freshman steps up big for the strikeout.
Here's Anna Souls now with 2 down and 2 on. Takes it to left field. That's going to drop. 2 runs will score. Souls on her way to third, and she's going to stay there. Kansas ties it.
We wouldn't expect anything else for the border showdown, right? Anna Souls gets a pitch. She's able to wait on it. She does a nice job of waiting on that changeup. And as you can see, it has that funky spin on it. So if you're not sure that you can get that ball 100%, you want to get that on the hop. And Kansas is able to score 2 to tie things up in the bottom of the 6th.
All right, Haley Kripe now. Looks at a ball from Abby Carr. Kripe 0 for 2. Waits made a nice play on her in the 4th inning. Two and 0. Just when it looked like Abby Carr was going to get out of the jam, Anna Souls delivers. 2-0 pitch with 2 down. Souls at third. Three 3-0 the count.
And Anna Souls has been clutch as of late for these Kansas Jayhawks. She's hit anywhere from 3 to 4 in the lineup, and she just has found a way lately to get the job done.
Haley Kripe draws a walk. First walk given up by the Tigers. And it's 1st and 3rd now with 2 down for Campbell Bagshaw. Strike one. Bagshaw with a single in the second inning. Strikeout in the fifth. Chance to put her Jayhawks ahead. Strike two. Bagshaw fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Carr. But the Jayhawks do some damage. Anna Souls with a big two-run triple. We're tied up going to the seventh here in the Border Showdown. Souls with a big two-run triple has tied it up for the Kansas Jayhawks as we head to the seventh inning. It's 2-3-4 for Missouri. Abrascato looks at a strike from Chloe Barber. One of the hottest hitters in the Missouri lineup. Drove in a run in the second inning with a sacrifice fly. Strike two from Barber. One and two. Popped up high on the infield. Haley Kripe calling for it. And makes the play, one away.
As you can see, Haley Kripe takes charge immediately on this. The senior leadership, the veteran, 100% confident. She takes that one for the first out.
You can hear her call it from up here. She's going to take charge and take that ball.
You're exactly right. I can hear it from the booth.
Here's Abby Carr. Fair walk, scored a run in the first. One now facing Chloe Barber. One and two. 2-2. Carr's worked it full now. Abby Hay on deck. 3-2 pitch. Mezcua holds it there. But it's ball 4. Just inside. So third walk drawn by Carr. And Abby Hay will be at the plate with 1 down.
Now batting the first baseman, Abby Hay.
She squared it up pretty good. Their first 2 at bats, a single in the first, single in the third. She struck out in the 5th. 1 on, 1 down. Down low from Chloe Barber. And tied 2-0. Three and 0 now to Hay. So strike 3-1. Into right field. Bailey Weber goes back and gone. Abby Hay with a 2-run home run. And the Tigers have a 4-2 lead.
Abby Hay with her 5th home run of the year. And right the exact time when you need it. As you can see, she's excited here. And just a really good piece of hitting. A 3-1 count. She's waiting for a pitch in the zone. And she gets it there on the outside part of the plate, drives it over the right field wall to put the Missouri Tigers ahead in the top of the 7th, 4-2.
Here's Sydney Forrester. Drove in a run in the first inning. Well, you said it early on. It just the Missouri Tigers came in here looking like a team that really needed a win.
Yeah, they desperately need a win. Kind of looking down here in the last phase of their season, they have to be over 500 to even qualify for postseason play. They're 22-22 coming into today. They have to win every single game that they play. That's going to help them, and they came in tonight on a mission, and you can see that they kind of changed their approach at the plate. They're aggressive in pitches in the zone, and they've capitalized.
Down the third base line, but foul. Tigers will be back home in Columbia for a 3-game set against South Carolina. Then they have to travel to Arkansas, out of conference against Kansas City, and then they finish up with Tennessee in Columbia. So every win vitally important. 3-1.
You know, and as we mentioned in our opening set, RPI becomes a factor as well. Both of them have to be in the top 50 in RPI, so every win or loss could affect that as well. Kansas is currently 43 in RPI and Missouri 45 coming into today.
Forster draws the walk. Second of the inning. And I think we're going to see a change for the Jayhawks. Lila Partridge will take over. We'll take a break. Missouri has scored 2 in the top of the 7th. Tigers lead 4-2. Freshman Lila Partridge will take over in the circle for the Jayhawks. She inherits a runner at first base, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. What will the Tigers see from Lila Partridge?
Lila Partridge is going to kind of mix. She can go to all quadrants, really throw anything. She can also frequent that off speed, throw on both sides of the plate as well.
Aiden Sokolowski will run at first base for Forster. 1 down, 1 on. Ball 1 from Partridge. Madison up to Grove. Looking for her first hit of the night. Pair of groundouts and a strikeout. Good pitch from Partridge, 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Missouri with a run in the top of the 1st, another in the top of the 2nd. Kansas answering with 2 in the bottom of the 6th. A triple by Anna Souls. And the Tigers with 2 big runs here in the top of the 7th to take a 4-2 lead. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Sokolowski was a long way off first base. Delia Mezcua looked that way behind the plate. On the ground, Stafford up with it, over to first. Runner advances, but there are 2 down.
Kaden Stafford making sure she gets the for sure play. As you can see, slow roller. There's a no doubt she's going to first base there.
Gracie Britton has grabbed a bat. Looks like she's going to hit.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Missouri, number 13, Gracie Britton.
Two down, runner at second. Strike from Partridge. Kansas will have the 7, 8, 9 hitters up in the bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch. Strike two. Holds back 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Partridge, but the Tigers get a big 2-run shot from Abby Hay. And Mizzou leads this border showdown 4-2. Bottom of the 7th in this border showdown, the Jayhawks need a couple of runs. September Flanagan has a bat, and she will hit for Ava Wallace to lead things off. Hayden Sokolowski has stayed in the game. She is now in left field for Mizzou. Facing Abby Carr. Strike one. Popped up. Smith calling for it in short right field. There's one down.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Jayhawks, number 20, Emma Tatum.
Here's Emma Tatum now for Kansas. Hitting for Bailey Amezcua. One and 0. This is 2-0. To Emma Tatum. Ainsley Linduff, who's 2 for 2, is on deck. Emma Tatum draws the walk.
Really exactly what you want to see in Emma Tatum, a pinch hitter who comes in. She's able to draw that walk. Ainsley Linduff, 2 hits on the evening.
Double in the third, a single in the sixth.
Your attention, please. Re-entering the game now, batting for the Jayhawks.
So Linduff, who was lifted for Bailey Weber, will re-enter the game officially. He'll be up there with 1 down. Emma Tatum at first. Constructs are up with a strike. Oh, gets the outside corner. The Kansas crowd doesn't think so.
Abriscato, as you can see, she pulls every single pitch, no matter how far outside, inside, it is back on to the plate. And she helps her pitcher out there on that one.
1-2, now the count to Ainsley Linduff. Into right field, just foul. Emma Tatum was off and running at first. Talked about this Missouri defense, how good they've been. 59 double plays this year. Best fielding team in the country. 1-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Waits is going to go to first. Runner will advance. She will make sure she gets 1 out. And there are 2 down now for Presley Limbaugh.
Waits thought it was going to be a little close, so she ultimately decides, like you said, to go to first base to make sure she gets a for sure out.
She has made 2 outstanding plays tonight at third base. Now it's Presley Limbaugh for Kansas. 2 down, runner at second. Looks at ball 1. Limbaugh singled in the 6th. One and one. Waits in tied at third. Outside 2-1. Limbaugh holds back, Strike call, 2-2. Two-two pitch with 2 down. Runner at second. Up the middle. Good grab by Sophie Smith to keep Emma Tatum at third base. But a base hit will have 2 aboard. Now for Ella Boyer.
Great job by Presley Lumbach keeping things going, and this Missouri defense comes up clutch again. That's a big play by Sophie Smith to save a run. And Kansas is in no better position than right here with Ella Boyer at the plate, and I think we're going to see a conversation to be had potentially.
How about this spot for Ella Boyer?
Yeah, I think she's handled it well in years or in games past. This is exactly where you want to be, you know. If you're a competitor, you want to be in this situation. I have no doubts if you're Missouri and head coach Larissa Anderson, you definitely have a specific plan for Ella Boyer.
Boyer has been arguably the most productive hitter for Kansas this year. National Freshman of the Week, facing the SEC Freshman of the Week from a couple of weeks ago. How do you pitch to Ella Boyer?
Yeah, I think you're going to visit that off speed. As you can see, she's shown Ella Boyer that she is susceptible of being ahead of that pitch. She wants to hit. You have to keep in mind, if you're Missouri, she is still a freshman, so she tends to want to hit and struggles with patience a little bit. But despite that fact, I would keep things down and away and make her wait on something to bring into her zone.
Waits made a great play on her in the 6th inning. She hit the ball hard. KU baseball team leading the cheers here. On a great night at Arocha Ballpark, good crowd. They're seeing a good one. Boyer looks at a strike. Boyer holds back 1-1. Two and one. Two down, 2 on. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Wind is picked up, blowing from left center to right center. 2 on, 2 down. Jayhawks down 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big, big strikeout for Abby Carr. And the Tigers take the border showdown, 4-2.
What a great game. As you can see, both teams needed this win bad, especially Missouri, and they come in and handled business when it mattered most.
The Jayhawks leave the tying runs on, and Missouri gets a big, big win to take them to 23-22. Big thank you to our Rock Chalk video crew, led by our producer director Curtis Lorenz. Thank you very much. Thank you as well, Trent Spinner from Missouri, Chris Tyson, and Reese Hoover from Kansas. Thank you for your help as well. For Casey Williams, I'm Lee Fleisig saying so long from Lawrence, Kansas, where Missouri wins the border showdown 4-2. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.